Alert Weather with Grant Dade is sponsored by St. Francis Healthcare System.
Well, I bet you look at that right there, and you know that just looks cold, doesn't it? A bunch of ice floating down the Mississippi River right now. I'm going to be interested to see how far south some of this ice gets. I mean, I think it's going to make it at least to Memphis, if not a little farther south. And I think it's going to get even more congested with ice over this week because it's going to continue to be cold. And then we got another shot of Arctic air headed our way. And again, this is all coming from up north where it's even colder. So yeah, just a lot of ice floating down the Mississippi River. All right, we are dry, no wintry weather to worry about tonight again, but we do want to take the black ice threat seriously tonight because I'm telling you, that water is going to freeze quick tonight that's on any roadways. So if you drove somewhere today to get to work or somewhere and you're like, man, it was wet on the way to work, that's going to be ice on the way back home. Just think about that. All right, quiet, calm conditions, winds increasing a little bit after midnight. That's probably going to save us from dropping below zero in most areas. I think we're probably going to drop down to about 5 or 6 right around midnight, then slowly warm up towards about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning as these southerly winds increase. Another little system coming in, and Futurecast is hinting, and just about all the guidance wants to break the freezing mark across a good bit of the area. I'm not going to be that optimistic because there is a significant amount of snow still on the ground from Perryville to Fredericktown down to Patton over towards Jackson, Cape Girardeau, and even it's more sleet mixed in Wayne County and Butler County and Stoddard County, but that reflects sunlight even greater. So I think that's a little bit optimistic, but we'll see. Hopefully it's right. We're going to drop back below freezing, though, as we head towards Tuesday night, and then a little bit of fog being depicted as we have very cold ground, and a little clipper system will be dropping down late Wednesday with some clouds. Not sure if we're going to get above freezing or not again on Wednesday. I do think we will in our far southwestern counties, Reynolds County down to Ripley County. But with this next system, we'll wait and see. Sometimes they bring a few flurries, but there's not a lot of moisture in the air. Again, when I always say Arctic air wrings out all the available moisture, well, it does, but this is another Arctic air mass replacing the earlier Arctic air mass, so the moisture is already gone. So it's going to be tough to get these flurries to develop. Futurecast wants to develop a few as well as we head towards Thursday morning. Something we'll watch, but if you see it, it's not going to be a big deal, folks. We're not going to see any added impact from winter weather. So you can see by 7 o'clock in the morning, we've got temperatures warming up above where they're going to be overnight tonight. We're going to be much colder than this right after midnight. Those southwesterly winds will continue to warm us up. All right, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. Again, 33 on Thursday, and then another blast of cold air, highs in the teens on Saturday.